the air squat, the target muscle we will train is the quadricep, hamstring, and the gluteus maximus. For the joint movement, firstly our hip joint to flexes as the body descends, then extend as the body rises. Our knee joint will flexes when our body descends, and then the knee joint will extend when our body lifts up. For our starting position, first, we need to keep our feet at the shoulder width. Our toes should slightly turn out or just point straight ahead. When we are squatting, our hips will move down and back here. Make sure to keep your back straight, and your knees should align with your direction of the toes. Move your hip down until the thighs are parallel to the ground.
For standing movement, please ensure a good posture and use the strength of the leg and gluteus to raise back.
Here are some technique tips. First, avoiding excessive arching or rounding of the back. Second, your knees should not extend past the toes to reduce stress on your knee joints.
Wow!
Here are a full demonstration of squatting. Finally, remember stretch to cool down after you do the exercise. And now for the progression. Beginners can start squatting with a chair. You should stand up and position yourself in front of a chair. Then you can bend your knees to go into a squat position. Then touch your gluteus on the chair. After that, push up and go into the standing position. Repeat this sit-to-stand movement for several times.
It is recommended for doing 10 to 15 times at once.
Also, remember to keep your hips and pelvis level as you squat. Do not let your knee drift outward or inwards. For advanced, you can squat with dumbbells. Just stand up with squat position, then pick up the dumbbells and rest them on your shoulders with bow high. Hips defense to the squat position. You can increase the resistance, hence build muscle strength.
The first mistake is incorrect toes position.
Remember that our toes should not pointing inwards, and our knees should not collapse inwards too. Apart of that, our toes and knees also should not pointing outward. The spaces between two feet should not be too large, which would not wider than the shoulder width. Also, you should split your feet apart and not sticking them together, and the width in between should not shorter than your shoulder width. Our toes should be pointed to the front, and we need to ensure that the knee does not go past our toes. Our knees should remain aligned with the toes. The second mistake is incorrect back position. We should not arch back when doing squat, since our back and leg are not parallel to each other. In the adjustment, we should push our hip back and keep the chest upwards. Our back and leg should be parallel to each other.
Other common errors include rounded back and also putting weight on toes. It can be corrected by keeping our foot flat and keeping our chest tall. Do you know what are the benefits of air squats and how can it improve our daily life activities? First, it enhances our lower body strength. Air squat effectively strengthens the lower body as our core is engaged, so it greatly helps us in daily activities such as lifting heavy objects, walking, and climbing stairs. Another benefit is to prevent injury. Since air squats enhance the coordination and strength of the lower body muscle, and strengthening this muscle can help in maintaining proper form and balance during the exercise. So, it can reduce the risk of injuries.
In conclusion, squatting is not only improve the muscle strength, but also enhance the overall athletic performance and functionality. making them an essential exercise for individuals of all ages. Squat is suitable for all age groups.
The movement shown here is the shoulder press. Barbell, dumbbells, or something like water bottles and bowls are equipment that can be used. The target muscle groups of the shoulder press include the triceps of shoulder, upper chest, and trips brachii, which is the back of the arm. For joints movement, the shoulder joint flexes when the arm lifts forward and upward in the shoulder press. When the arms extend outward and upward to align with the body, the shoulder joint adapts a little to support and guide the movement. And natural external rotation helps to balance the joints and prevent injury during the press. For the position, first stand in a steady position, feet shoulder width apart, gripping a barbell or substitutes in both hands, elbow close to your body and core tense. Then push the equipment up to an overhead position, keeping the arms fully extended but not overly locked at the elbow. When returning to the beginning position, slowly lower the equipment back to your chest while controlling the movement to avoid falling too quickly. To avoid tension, maintain your shoulders relaxed, avoid arching your back, and remain stable while doing the shoulder press. If you are a beginner to the shoulder press, get familiar with them using lighter dumbbells or water bottles. On the other hand, if you have been training for a while, strive to maintain your balance by increasing the weights or doing one-hand shoulder presses. When performing the shoulder press, there are two common mistakes that need to be aware of. Arching the lower back is one of the common mistakes. When pressing, excessive back arching not only puts more strain on the lower back, but also reduces one's capacity for heavy lifting and overhead strength, both of which are clearly harmful to shoulder development. To maintain stability during the shoulder press, squeeze your glutes, quads, and abdominals before and avoid arching the lower back. Apart from that, another common mistake is flaring the elbows out during the shoulder press. It involves elbows pointing towards the sides of the body and holding the barbell too wide. To fix this mistake, grip the barbell with the thumb outside the shoulder and forearm directly under the hand. To prevent excessive pressure on your shoulder, keep your elbows slightly forward. In daily life, doing shoulder presses can improve our shoulder and arm strength, making lifting and carrying safer. So, let's train together for the shoulder press and maintain a healthy lifestyle.